Hey, that's my tin of sweets, you bastard. Hey guys, welcome to episode 3 of what I call Stop Motion Spectacular, where I look at some of my favourite stop motion movies. And the movie we're looking at today is another Sinbad movie. Not that Sinbad. The movie we're looking at is Sinbad and the Eye of the Tiger, a 1978 Ray Harryhausen stop motion extravaganza starring Patrick Wayne, Patrick Troughton and Jane Seymour. The story follows Sinbad coming to visit an old flame and having to help her brother escape an evil curse. And from the offset, Patrick Wayne is not a good actor. He doesn't hold a candle to John Philip Law's performance as Sinbad. John Philip Law is a much better Sinbad and a much better actor, which is kind of sad because this guy is John Wayne's son. He's the Duke's son, and his acting is just abysmal. Not trying to be a dick, but he's not a great actor. He has no charisma. He would probably be better suited to being a red shirt in 1960s Star Trek. He wouldn't be out of place. The standout performance in this movie, though, is another Doctor Who alumni, Patrick Troughton, who played the second Doctor, if I'm not mistaken. He plays a mystic who Sinbad goes to for help in sorting out this curse. And he is awesome. He is this kind of soothsayer individual who knows not only magic but science, and kind of determines that the only way to cure the prince is to find an ancient city and an ancient device in the city. And again, Troughton, like Baker, sells the performance. To someone else, to another seasoned actor, this might come across as silly, but Patrick Troughton just fucking sells it. And it's interesting to see another Doctor turn up in a Ray Harryhausen Sinbad movie, but he gives an amazing performance. Any other notable performances or cast members? Yes, Jane Seymour turns up as the princess. And while some of the monsters in this movie are scary, they're not as scary as the cornrows that Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman is wearing on her head. As Neve says, it is the worst form of white girl cultural appropriation she's ever seen in the movie, when Jane Seymour is sporting dreadlocks. But you didn't come here for the cast, you came here for the visual effects and my view on the visual effects. And let me tell you, they are pretty class. If I had to say the weakest one would be the villain's bronze bull. The villainess, the prince's aunt, constructs this bronze kind of robot to row her ship and mete out death and destruction to her enemies. And again, it looks very kind of staggered. I'm not trying to piss on Ray Harryhausen's work, but the fact that you have all these other bombastic creatures in it, it doesn't shine as much as it could, because it's against the likes of the troglodyte, the giant walrus, the smilodon. All these creatures are fantastic. The other kind of creatures include ghouls, these kind of undead monsters that the evil kind of queen brings up from the depths to attack and trap Sinbad's crew and ambush him in his tent. And it's a pretty cool sequence. It's very reminiscent of Jason and the Argonauts, where the skeletons attack Jason's crew. So you have these kind of real ghoulish looking creatures attacking Sinbad's crew and dueling with swords and stuff. Fantastic visual effect. Other monsters include a giant wasp that Patrick Troughton accidentally creates. I thought that was okay. A giant walrus which comes up out of the ice and attacks the crew. A creature known as the troglodyte, which I think is very impressive. It's this bipedal kind of Neanderthal creature with a horn in its head. And at first you think it's malvoyant, but it's not. It's just a caveman. As Patrick Troughton says, he's just a primitive. He's not. He's no malice, and he has a soft spot for the weaker sex. So he kind of takes a liking to naked Jane Seymour, which is a bit creepy, but still, the troglodyte is a cool creature. You also have the prince, who was turned into a baboon, and the baboon effects are cool. Obviously, you could not get a baboon to emote human emotions in 1978. You could have done maybe a Doctor Doolittle kind of job, but the stop motion really makes it work, especially when he plays chess against his sister Jane Seymour. And there is a lot of pathos to the creature, and there is some funny moments, but I think Harryhausen does a fantastic job making us feel sorry for this creature, and as an extension, the poor prince who's been turned into this creature. But for me, the coolest creature in it, and it only appears like the last 5 minutes, is the Smilodon. I think this is the tiger in the title. This Smilodon is brought to life by the evil queen to attack our heroes, and it ends up taking on the Trog and Sinbad, and just the way it moves. And there's a fantastic scene where it's encircling our heroes, and it's going to go in for the kill. And yeah, it's just, the animation on it is beautiful. The hair, the follicles of hair, it looks like a real kind of, it looks like a real big cat. It's like a real tiger, or a lion, or a cheetah. Just the movement and everything. And again, it's Harryhausen's fantastic work that makes this movie and this creature kind of jump to life, and jump it jumps off a kind of podium that's in front of the machine our heroes are trying to get to. And it's just, it just oozes menace. You feel that this is a big cat that could do a lot of damage. And uh, Harryhausen Harryhausen does an amazing job with all these creatures. I did bitch earlier about the bronze bull, but again, it's not that the creature itself is bad. It's just it's weak, or it's not as impressive as in comparison to the other creatures, especially the Trog and the Smilodon. So yeah, if you are a Sinbad fan, and not that Sinbad, if you are a Sinbad fan and you want to watch some cool Sinbad movies, check out this. Not as good as the Golden Voyage of Sinbad, but pretty damn close. And if you want to be perplexed and terrified, you can also get to see Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman with cornrows. So, my name is Martin. My next movie I'll probably review is The Black Scorpion. So, yeah, take care, and have a good one. Bye now.